You're listening to the Manage My Home podcast, the podcast for property owners who would like help with their rental properties. This show is based on the RPM WV Phoenix team's experience in leasing and managing homes and will give you useful advice and tips to succeed with your rental property. And now, from Phoenix, Arizona, here is Lisa from RPM WV Phoenix.
Hi, and welcome to Manage My Home. This is Lisa with RPMWVPhoenix.com. Today we're going to be talking a bit about homeowner associations, also called common interest property management. And the focus today is going to be trying to get involvement from the homeowners in your community. We get this a lot from the various homeowners associations that we manage where, it's difficult to get people to volunteer to be on the board. It's difficult to get them to attend meetings. So some of our suggestions are the following. We always suggest with your annual meeting that you have food. And I know that might sound funny, but if you can serve some kind of a meal, that oftentimes will get people to attend the meeting just because you're going to be having food at the meeting. And what we recommend doing is that, if possible, you either do a broken down meal or a couple courses, because what you don't want to do is have everyone come in, feed them, then try to start your meeting, because unfortunately a lot of people will leave after they eat. So what we recommend doing is starting off with, maybe some drinks. And if you're not going to have alcohol, even, a cash bar, you could even make it simple as some soft drinks and some, sparkling water, kind of have homeowners get to know each other, then go into the big bulk of your meeting. And I think it's a good idea in that kind of beginning part to go over the different positions for the board. Make it pretty brief, but just kind of give a quick overview of kind of what the position does, how much of a commitment it really is. Because this way, while you have the most people there, you're likely to get the most volunteers. And then after the bulk of the meeting is done, that's when we suggest serving the rest of the meal. So then this way people will be more likely to stay throughout the entire meeting. And it's always a good idea to, have your agenda kind of give that overview so people kind of know what to expect. And it's helpful too to know at the beginning of the meeting, like especially if you're trying to bring in new board members, sort of who on the board wants to stay, who's looking to leave, so that you kind of know going into it how many positions that you have available. Also, make sure that you're giving a lot of time notice to the homeowners for the annual meeting so that they can hopefully clear their schedule. It's a good idea if you could have the meeting, like a Wednesday, Thursday night. More homeowners can tend to make it kind of a little bit later in the week as opposed to doing it, like a Monday night. Also, if you tend to have your annual meeting at the end of the year, one thing we suggest is trying to move it to January, just because November and December are so busy with the holidays that your attendance will be down. But typically January, people have less things going on, so their calendar's a little bit more open. So we find that if you can move that annual meeting to, kind of later in January, you will tend to get better attendance there as well. And our free tip today is also going to surround around the homeowners associations. One thing we recommend, even if you do hire, if you're an HOA that has a management company, we recommend that you use an outside CPA to put together your taxes yearly and to have the CPA review your bank statements and your records, just because it's a good idea to have another set of eyes on all the books and the records just to make sure that everything is in compliance. So that is something we definitely recommend with all of our homeowners associations, even if they are using us for the management services. So thank you for joining us this week and have a great month.